Hey there! Today I'm going to talk about why I stopped getting everything that releases for Marvel Crisis Protocol, and why as the game has gone on, the Pokemon fever isn't really worth it. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Gamers Guild. From day one, I, unsurprisingly, was determined to try to get my hands on every single release for this game, because of the endless possibilities of team-ups, and not wanting to miss out on a cool Crisis card, or maybe even a fancy new unaffiliated Team Tactic card. Thankfully, they have stopped with the unaffiliated Team Tactic cards that seem to be staples, and really you're just focusing in on the cooler stuff, but that's not one of the main reasons. It took me all of maybe 6 months to start getting behind on the painting log, as Ronin is still only about halfway there, but that didn't really bother me, and honestly it still doesn't. I have well over 100 unpainted or even unbuilt minis from different games and systems, and that to a degree is a part of the hobby for me, and even if it's not supposed to be, it is for me. Even the pieces I didn't have a whole lot of interest in, I ended up getting and painting, even though I'd have no intention of playing with their affiliation, because some were simply a joy to paint and others just get added to my pile of potential. And I would be lying if I said I didn't have some models painted just so that I could have them ready for battle reports when they might have been used. So over the course of the 3 years this game has been out, I've been getting all of the character releases up until a couple of months ago. There were some that I thought I was going to be the starting point of me no longer getting everything, like Miss Marvel, but at the end of the day I'm glad I picked her up because it turns out she's a lot of fun to play with. So I guess really the only question is what changed that after 3 years I would stop getting everything, and really looking back over the past couple of years, as you might expect, there isn't just one thing that contributed to this choice. I mention that because if it was just one thing, I feel like it would have to have been a pretty major thing that stands out to me, and there isn't one. The first thing that comes to mind is the amount of free time I had once is much smaller than when I first really started getting into minigaming. Shockingly, having a kid will do that. Now, obviously I still have time for stuff like this, videos, painting, a weekly game night at the LGS. So while there are a lot of priorities that shift, it is more of just an observation of overall less free time, because that is what it is. If I really wanted to try and squeeze in more time for MCP or painting, I could trim some time from playing video games, or maybe playing board games with the family sometimes, or cut out some TV time where we get to catch up on whatever show. But those are all things that I enjoy as well, and so far this is how I have my time split. One of the other things that really began to dawn on me earlier this year is that I have a bunch of models that I don't really have the desire to play with, and some of them not even paint. These characters will forever be under a awaiting paint as new releases come out and jump their spot in the painting queue, a la Sentinels that are dropping today. And I think more than any of these other reasons, this one just really hit home as I realized I just won't have time to really play with these models because I have other characters or teams that I would rather play or test out. So I have lost that burning desire to try and catch them all, because I know that as long as AMG is releasing new toys, there are going to be some that I just won't be able to get to and give the proper time and attention. Now, someday, hopefully way down the road when MCP slows down, I will be thrilled to go through that back catalog of things that I haven't gotten. So why make this video that probably ends up being really short and somewhat rambly? In short, it's because this is something that has been on my mind for a little while now, once it kind of dawned on me that I'm not getting everything anymore. Me and a few of my locals had been picking up pretty darn close to every release that dropped, and I feel like this is just something worth sharing to other people out there who are trying to get everything, or are possibly even worried about FOMO. This video isn't meant to be a knock to anyone who is getting everything, whether because they just want to collect it all, or because they do have the time to paint and play with everything that gets released. I'm envious of you, if anything else. Rather, this video is maybe just meant to be an out to anyone else who has been trying to be like Ash, even if it doesn't really make sense for them to be. So find the characters and affiliations that excite you and go have fun with them. If a new team comes out and I really want to play them and they synergize with an old piece that I don't have, there really isn't any FOMO there or fear of missing out with MCP because all of their packs are still in production and will probably continue to be barring some major announcement. I know though that there are times that packs are hard to find, like Blade and Moon Knight right now in the US, but again, no FOMO there because other packs have been difficult to find in the past, but they get reprinted. Venom, Green Goblin, even Rocket and Groot had all had that problem at some point, but they're readily available now. But that's all I have for today on this topic. I know, again, short video, kind of rambly, but something that's been on my mind. Usual shoutouts to Tritex and War Room, both are local gaming stores that host game nights, events, and all that kind of stuff. But most importantly for the purpose of this shoutout is that they are offering MCP miniatures at a nice bit of a discount. If you shop from them, you can use the code TritexGGCP5 at checkout when shopping with Tritex, and it gets you an extra 5% off of your order. And then if you use that in combination with like doing a pre-order, it'll totally save you 25% because they stack and it's nice. Then the code MCP2022 will get you an extra 10% off of your order from War Room. So if you want to get your hands on the new robot overlords that dropped today and you're shopping online anyways, consider using these stores and discounts to help out an LGS. If you are already shopping from an LGS though, do that. It's awesome. Keep supporting them and the hobby as a whole. But if you are still wanting a way to support what I'm doing here with the Guild's videos or the podcast crew, check out our Patreon page. It isn't anything too crazy, but it gives you access to the Guildhall Discord page and helps us continue to work on new projects. So a big thank you to all of the members of the Guildhall who are supporting what we do here. And we do have a giveaway thanks to Tritex, and we'll actually be doing that drawing in just a moment. But all you need to do to enter is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on a video the same month that that video was released. So yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into that. All right, and here we go. Mad Mulligan. I completely agree that the FAQ should be updated regularly with rules from the rules forum. Probably going back to 5 changes I would like to see kind of video. And congrats, Mad Mulligan. Alright, congratulations to whoever just won. As always, if you have enjoyed my thoughts and are new to the channel, you can hit the subscribe button for a weekly dose of MCP content in the form of reviews, battle reports, and other MCP goodness. As well, you can also find the Gamer Guild podcast on several different podcast apps and platforms. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.